finding your way now from your seated position up to a standing position in any way that suits you. Bringing the feet to be about hip distance apart in a standing position, mountain pose. The arms are hanging away from the shoulders, the chin parallel to the ground, so a real sense of lifting and lengthening. The feet grounding you down and the crown of the head lifting gently upwards. Closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, or softening the gaze. And tuning in to the sensations of the feet in contact with the ground. The heels, the outside edges of the feet, the toes. And taking your awareness up now to the ankles and the shins. The knees, maybe a very slight bend in the knees, all the way up the thighs to the pelvis, and the torso sitting on the pelvis, the shoulders relaxed, lowered, and the arms hanging from the shoulders, and the hands hanging from the arms. The back of the neck is long. A sense of the crown of the head lifting, so a dignified position to stand in, mountain pose. And then opening the eyes if the eyes were closed. And on the next breath in, reaching the right arm up as if you are taking your arm up to get something on a high shelf. You can raise the gaze as well to look up at the right hand, and at the same time lifting the left heel, and the left hand touches the outside edge of the left thigh. And if this is not comfortable on the neck, you can take the gaze forward, so choosing whether you want to look up or forwards, tuning in to the sensations here in this arm that's lifting up, and the right side of the body, and breathing smoothly and steadily. And then releasing the arm and allowing the arm to hang back down your side. And taking a moment to feel into that right arm. Sensations of warmth maybe, tingling in the fingers. And then moving to the other side, so breathing in and reaching the left arm up as if you're trying to get something on a shelf, a high shelf, lifting up the right heel and taking the right arm to touch the outside edges of the right thigh, looking up toward the left hand, or the gaze can be center. Breathing here and tuning in to the sensations in that left arm, the outside, the side of the body, the left side of the body, maybe the right shoulder, and then bringing that left arm down and tuning in to the sensations here in the left arm. Warmth, tingling or buzzing in the fingers. Breathing here. And we're going to come into a balance now, so finding a focal point for your eyes and taking the weight over to the left leg, peeling the right foot away from the ground, and you might want to stay here. This might be where a good place for you to balance, or you can bring the right heel inside the left ankle and slide the foot up the inside of the calf. And once you've got your balance, bringing the palms of the hands together and bringing the hands to the chest, and taking 3 smooth and steady breaths here as best you can. And then releasing the arms, coming back to mountain pose. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So taking the weight over to the right leg now, having your eyes on a focal point, peeling the left foot away. The left heel can rest inside the right ankle. You might want to stay here, or you can slide the foot inside the right calf. And when you've got your balance, bringing your hands together to heart center and breathing here. 3 breaths. Smooth and steady. In through the nose and out through the nose. Good. And releasing the hands, releasing the foot. Finding yourself back in mountain pose. And then we're going to come into a gentle back bend now. So taking the hands behind the waist, breathing in here, and as you exhale, gently moving the hips forward, feeling into the lower back. The chin can still be parallel to the ground. You don't need to take your head all the way back. Maybe raising the gaze slightly, and as you exhale, coming back to standing. So a gentle back bend, breathing in, the hips are moving forwards, the shoulders may be squeezing gently together. And exhaling, coming back to center. Breathing in. Exhaling, moving into that gentle back bend, feeling into your lower back, coming only as far as feels comfortable. And exhaling, coming back to center. Good, and then releasing the arms. And then we're going to come into a forward roll down. So taking the hands to rest on the thighs, tucking the chin down towards the chest. And as we exhale, beginning to roll down the spine, smoothing the hands down the thighs, and stopping wherever your back and the backs of your legs are telling you to. So your hands might get to the thighs or underneath the knees or all the way down to the feet. It doesn't matter where they get to, but when you've arrived into your the best position for you at the moment, allowing the arms to hang in the air, hanging away from the shoulders. So your fingertips may come all the way down to the ground, or they may be hanging somewhere in the air. Breathing here. And as you next exhale, taking the hands back to the legs and unfolding slowly and steadily, tracing the hands back up the legs, making contact between the hands and the thighs, and finding yourself back in mountain pose and breathing here. And coming down a second time, rolling down the spine slowly and steadily, bending into the knees, even quite generously if that feels good for you. Taking the hands as far down as they want to go, and allowing the arms to hang in the air as you breathe here, tuning into the sensations in the shoulders, the backs of the legs. And as you next exhale, bringing the hands back to the legs and unfolding smoothly, gently and mindfully. Good. And we're going to come down a third time, but this time we're going to stay down, we're not going to come back up. So breathing in, tucking the chin down to the chest as you breathe out, and begin to roll down the spine, the hands tracing the fronts of the legs and stopping wherever you want to. And hanging there in the air for a while, a breath or two. And then bending the knees generously in order to come all the way down to the ground, or coming down to the ground in a way that best suits your body, and coming down onto your knees and finding your way back into constructive rest where we started. So lying on your back with the knees bent and the feet on the ground, the arms away from the body. You may want to stretch out one leg and then the other, if If this feels comfortable, then lying like this. If it feels as if it's a bit tight on the lower back, then bending the knees again. And allowing your body to settle here. Tuning in to the sensations of the body back in contact with the mat. The heels. The back of the pelvis. The lower back. The middle of the back. The backs of the shoulders. The backs of the arms. And the hands. The back of the head. Imagining any tension in the body is being let go of on every exhale. Letting go. And allowing the body and the mind to rest here for a while. Rest here as long as you want to. And if you want to finish your mindful movement practice now, beginning to bring some gentle movement back to your fingers and toes, maybe giving yourself a hug and taking your time to roll over onto one side. And coming back to sitting when you are ready. We'll take a breath in by raising the arms away from the body, reaching up. Exhaling, bringing the arms back down by your side.